one of the biggest things I've learned about training jiu-jitsu over the years is that consistency is ultimately about what you can sustain as an individual. And when it comes to being in your 40s, in your 50s, consistency could be about training once a week, because that's ultimately what you can sustain based upon the demands of the sport, which allow you to recover better and you feel better when you're not training. If you're able to consistently train 2 times a week and you're able to sustain that, then that's going to work for you. And even if you're somebody who is consistently training 3 times a week, then fantastic if you're able to sustain that. So for me, I'm able to consistently sustain around 2 times a week training. And I try to give myself a few days off in between. And obviously then that allows me to recover much, much better, much more effectively, which means that when I do come back to train, I just feel like I've got more energy and I feel like I'm ready to go, and actually I'm going to be doing all right on the mats today. And I think that's the most important thing. We don't need to be drawn into this whole idea of, oh, should I train 3 times? Should I train 4 times a week? Should I push it to 5? You know, I think I can. I need to get my next belt, all this kind of stuff. You've got to just do what works for you. And for me, since I started at 41, it's been a consistent approach to 2 times a week training. And it was always Tuesday and Saturday. And then it went to Thursday and Saturday. And that level of consistency just meant that I was able to sustain it, but at a good level. So you've got to understand that if you're in your 40s and you're only just starting out in jiu-jitsu, figuring out what you can sustain is going to allow you to be consistent. And if you're in jiu-jitsu and you're training in your 40s and your 50s, and you've reached a point of kind of, I train 3 days a week, but something's amiss, I'm not feeling entirely good about this, and you're maybe missing a few sessions every other week and it's just not working for you, then maybe 3 days a week isn't going to work for you. Maybe dial it down to 2 times a week. As long as you can be consistent, it's going to allow you to sustain it over a longer period of time. And we all want to be in it for the long game, don't we? We want to be training in our 50s, you know, in our 60s, and we've got to find something that works for us. What's consistent, and are we able to sustain that without falling off the wagon, if we like?